welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are just going to be doing a chatty get ready with me. I have some new makeup products I'm going to be testing out in today's video as well, so why don't we go ahead and get started. Products from Neutrogena. I have some new stuff from Doll 10. I have something from Veil Cosmetics over here. So I'm basically just going to be getting ready with you guys and testing out some new products. So first I'm going to go in with the Neutrogena Prep, Correct, and Prime. This is going to be a brightening primer. I just got this one in PR from them, so I've been excited to test this one out. I'm actually just getting ready to run around and do some errands, some last minute errands with my husband. He's actually home today. I'm gonna use my teeth because I'm classy. He's actually home today and I don't normally film when he's home. I honestly don't love it. It's like I can do it, but it's not my favorite thing to do because I feel like he can hear me. It's just kind of weird. I don't know. I just like filming alone much better. But yeah, so we are just gonna run around. We're gonna go get some dog food. I do have to give you guys an update on the dogs. A lot of you guys are always asking like, how's Nova doing? Because I did get a dog over Christmas, a new dog. We have Nelson and he is about to be 3. And then she is a little over 7 months now, I think. So she's just like a fresh new little pup. She's been doing really good. She actually was really great when it came to potty training. She got the potty training thing like right away, which was amazing. We actually ended up putting bells on her door and that was just like a breeze for us. If you guys are looking into getting a puppy or thinking about getting one, I would highly recommend doing that. We just put like a set of bells. We got them on Amazon and we just put them right on our like sliding door and she just goes and rings those anytime she has to go to the bathroom. It is so nice and it makes it so easy. You don't have to like really watch her necessarily. She just rings them when she needs to go. We hardly have ever any accidents, so that's super helpful. I'm going in with this is from Neutrogena as well. This is our Hydro Boost Hydrating Foundation Stick. I don't normally love foundation sticks, so we will see how this actually ends up going. But yeah, she's been doing really good. She's obviously a puppy, so she's still kind of getting into stuff. Obviously, you still have to watch her. She's ruined a few things now, but for the most part, she's doing really good. And I was really nervous, like getting a second dog if like Nelson and her would get along and how that would go. We also have a cat, and I just get nervous with that. But they've actually just like became the best of friends. They get along so nicely together, and it's just, she's like my best friend, honestly. Like me and her, I feel like since I'm home all the time, like I just have like a different bond with her. I love Nelson to pieces, but I just feel like, I don't know, something about her, I just have like such a bond with her. I think it is because I'm home with her all day long. You know, I've had her since she was a puppy and I kind of got to like be home with her more than I was with Nelson. When we got him, he was crate trained like all day, so we were at work and stuff, so it wasn't much like, it wasn't as much of a bond. I feel like obviously I still feel so connected to him, but I just feel like something different with her. I don't know how to explain it. That's like, she's like my dog. So this foundation definitely looks pretty sheer. I'm gonna have to do another layer for sure. I don't think it's necessarily meant to be a super high coverage foundation. I think it's more probably just like a light type of foundation, but as you can tell, like it really didn't cover much of anything. I've gotten some nice little breakouts going on over here, and they're obviously still very visible. The actual consistency of it doesn't feel bad, like it doesn't feel heavy or anything like that, but it definitely is very light coverage. So I'm gonna add some more just onto areas that I feel like I want a little bit more coverage on my face and see if we can't build it up. This also might be something that might work best too with a brush, so I'll definitely have to continue to test it out. I feel like it was a little bit hard to blend out with a sponge. I was kind of having to drag it instead of pounce it in. So we'll see if maybe it works better with a brush, but I'm going to kind of just add another layer. I still think it's going to be, yeah, pretty sheer, but we'll have to make it work. We're just running errands anyway, so it's not like it really matters too much. All right, so I feel like that's about as much coverage as we're gonna get. I'm gonna test out the concealer now. So this is from Veil Cosmetics. I've never tried anything from them. They sent over this corrector, concealer, and highlighter. This is the Complexion Fix. So we're gonna test this out. I have this shade Porcelain. So I'm gonna go ahead and pump this. It's one of those like brush applicators, which honestly aren't my favorite. I don't really love them. The only one that I have that has that is the Covergirl one. I forget what it's called, but the Covergirl one has this, and it doesn't bother me too much. It's just I feel like you need a lot of product. Like you have to kind of keep twisting it up, and for that part it kind of annoys me. The actual like application it gives doesn't really bother me, but how much you have to work to get it to come out kind of annoys me, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna see if I can't cover these with this concealer too. I'm not used to having this many breakouts, you guys. My face has just been going crazy. So let's go ahead and blend this out, see what it looks like. I think the shade match is actually gonna be pretty good. I'm kind of gonna blend this out here. We'll see how the coverage looks. It definitely looks like more of a light coverage as well. So we're just kind of going with a light look today for sure with this concealer, with that foundation, which is okay. It's actually raining here today, which, I mean, I'm so over this weather, you guys, honestly. Like, our weather is just so up and down in these few months in Michigan. Like, we're into April, and for us, April still could be like snow. You could get a lot of rain. You could get, it could be really warm, but it could be really cold. And honestly, in Michigan, it's like one day it'll be like 70, and then you go to the next day, and it's gonna be literally like 45 degrees, 30 degrees. Like, it's so unpredictable. It drives me absolutely crazy. I'm just gonna set this with a little bit of the Too Faced Ethereal. This is the Born This Way powder. And I'm just gonna go in and lightly set it. I'm not gonna apply too much powder just because we are kind of doing this light makeup and I don't want it to look too intense. So I'm kind of just dusting this under the eyes, and I might use this to just set my entire face really quickly as well. All right, so I went ahead and did my brows off camera just because I feel like it takes me forever to do my brows, and we can kind of just skip that step. I'm gonna go in with bronzer now because I feel like I'm just looking very ghostly. That foundation was very light, like opposed to what I'm used to wearing. So I'm like, I need some bronzer to warm up my skin a little bit. So the one that I'm gonna be using is the Golden Sands bronzer from No. 7. This is one of my favorites. It's been one of my favorites for a really long time. So I like to kind of just put it on my skin first, and then I will blend it out. So I kind of just drag it down and then blend it out. The rain is so loud right now, I can hear it. I hope you guys can't hear it in the video, but it's really loud. I didn't know it was gonna rain that much today. Update on my yard since last time. I know I told you guys we were getting ready to do like a deck and all of that stuff this year. So we haven't really started any of it yet. We're still kind of in like the planning process, and with the weather so up and down, we really haven't had a chance to like start any of it yet. But it is all in the works right now. We're kind of figuring out what all we want to do still. But hopefully once this weather breaks, we can actually start the actual process of it. But it's kind of hard with it getting so cold and then so like nice. It's just so up and down right now that we gotta kind of wait. We'll probably start it, I'm thinking like early May maybe. All right, so while that bakes, let's go ahead and move on to the eyes. I'm gonna be using this palette from Doll 10. This is their Pro Eyeshadow Palette 3, this one right here. I'm gonna be using this one to create just a really simple like neutral eye look. I'm first gonna go into this very first shade right here and use that one kind of as my base. I'm just going in with this blending brush from Scone, and I'm pretty much just gonna lay this first shade down. It's pretty close to my skin tone, but that can kind of just help us blend a little bit more when it comes to the other shades that we're gonna use. I feel like I really need to do my roots again. My hair has been growing so fast. It's like I love it, but at the same time it's kind of annoying when you do dye your hair because you know you're having to do your roots so much. I feel like they always look so bad. But I love it when actually my hair length is getting longer. I can't wait till I have like full like long hair again. Honestly, cutting it off was like one of my biggest regrets. I wish I never did that. I kind of just like right after I got married, I was like, I'm gonna cut my hair off. And I pretty much was doing it just to get rid of like the dead hair, which was the main reason I wanted to do it. But I didn't realize how much hair I was actually cutting off. And after I did it, I was like, why did you do this? So I've almost been married now 3 years this summer. So it's almost been 3 years, and it has taken me that long to only grow it out like this much. And I think I cut it like a little bit above my shoulders, like the tiniest bit above my shoulders. And it's taken me that long just to grow like these few inches. So I'm just like, never again will I do that because I can't stand having the short hair. That's why I put in the extension so much, because I really I need the length. I just need it. So I'm kind of just working these shades into my crease. Again, this palette is like really natural. the pigmentation on it is okay, and I just feel like it just kind of gives you like a really light wash, which is what we're gonna kind of work with here. All right, so pretty much I've just really intensified that purpley shade, and now I'm just gonna go in with a quick shimmer. I'm just gonna use my finger right here. I'm going into like this white shade right down here. I'm pretty much just gonna tap this one all over the lid. I'm just going super easy here, and then we'll apply some mascara. I don't want anything too intense with this base makeup. I feel like if we had more of like a high coverage, you know, look with the face, I probably would have went in with like a different eye look and different like a look in general. But I feel like sometimes when you have a very sheer base, it just looks best if you kind of just do more of a everyday type of vibe. So we're just kind of packing the shade onto the lid here. I am going to go in with a wing liner. This one is from Neutrogena. It's their Precision Liquid Eyeliner. I know I'm using a lot of Neutrogena products, but they did send over quite a generous PR package, so I wanted to make sure I was able to test out some of the products here. So I pretty much just start with my wings in the front, and then I will go ahead and work them outwards. I kind of just close my eye and just pull it. That's how I normally start them, and then I will go down here, connect it, and then go in and fill in the rest here. Actually looks pretty black. It looks pretty nice. Anytime I just go in with the first line, I always go in and just kind of thicken it up. I just like to start with a thinner line because anytime I'm doing wing eyeliner, it always just kind of grows, I feel like. So if I start with a thin line instead of a thick line, I feel like I have room to kind of shape it however I want. All right, I feel like those actually look pretty even for the most part. I'm gonna now apply some mascara. I think for the lower lash line, I'm actually just gonna leave it blank, I think, and just do mascara. I'm gonna use the Covergirl Exhibitionist. This is like my new holy grail, new favorite. I've been using it, honestly, you guys, like every day. It's just so nice. It gives so much length to your lashes. I absolutely love it. All right, so I went ahead and just dusted away that bake as well, and I finished my mascara. And now I'm gonna go in with the highlight. I'm gonna use the Game of Thrones Urban Decay one. I'm still testing this one out so I can review it for you guys. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Dragon, which is like the pinky highlight, and I think I'm just gonna apply that with this Sigma fan brush and just apply a little bit of that to my cheekbones. I am noticing with this palette, it's definitely a little bit more sheer. You have to build it up quite a bit. I would say like at least 3 or 4 times in order for it to be, you know, as opaque as I like mine to be. So keep that in mind. I think that this collection is finally available, or it's close to being finally available. All right, so just a red lip. I'm so excited to do the red lip. So I'm actually gonna go in with some setting spray first. This is from Wet n Wild, their cucumber one. I really have been liking these setting sprays from them. They're 3-in-1 priming water, so it's a prep, set, and refresh. So I'm just gonna spray this one all over my face. I really just love the mister on it. It's really fine. This is a super affordable one as well. It feels just really hydrating and really nice on the skin. I got this little fan from Amazon, and every single time I spray my setting spray, I use my fan to just help with any like droplets or anything like that. Let's go ahead and do our lip. I am going to go in with this lip liner from Becca. This is their Ultimate Lip Define in the shade Playful. I haven't tried out this shade before, so it'll be my first time with this shade. I have tried the formula. It's not my absolute favorites. It's pretty okay, so I'm not sure exactly how the darkest one's going to look, but the actual lip formula is okay. I don't know, I've tried like a few of the nude shades now, and then I tried one of the deeper ones, and it's the nude ones that I feel like I have to really build up, but this one seems pretty opaque. I'm actually gonna run it all the way across my lips to prep for the other lip color we're gonna put on over top of it. All right, and then over top, I'm gonna use the Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color. This one is from Rimmel London in the shade Firestarter. I've never tried out this color before, so I'm excited to test this out. I do really like this formula. I've just never tried out this color. I think it'll look pretty, yeah, it's a little perfect over top of this lip liner. And here is the lip all complete. I really love how this looks with just like the neutral eye look. I think it looks really pretty and just kind of like, I don't know, it looks summery to me, very spring. So let's talk about the products really quickly. I did really like the brightening primer that we used from Neutrogena. I do think like it did a nice job of brightening. I'm not loving my complexion right now. I prefer something a little bit more full coverage, a little bit more medium coverage even. So I don't know if this stick foundation from Neutrogena is going to be something that I'm loving. We'll see if I try it out more. Maybe I can mix it with something as well. I also don't know that I love this concealer. I just feel like the actual coverage of it isn't that great. Maybe I'll try to build it up again though. As far as the lip combo though, I do really like this lip combo. I feel like that's my favorite thing that we did. I also really liked the Neutrogena liquid eyeliner. I thought that that was really nice. I have used the Doll 10 palette before, so that wasn't like a first time testing that or anything like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little chatty get ready with me. I know we didn't chat too much, but I hope you loved kind of seeing the makeup in more real time. I know sometimes in my tutorials I kind of like speed things up and things like that. So I feel like when I do the chatty get ready with me, it's more kind of like in real time with me getting ready. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. I'm off to go run my errands. Give it a like if you did. Give it a like. I was gonna say give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.